Hello and welcome back, everyone, for another episode of The Red Divide. As you can see, we've got a special guest, Dimitri, avid Arsenal fan, going to the game live with Mark. Obviously, this is the main attraction for tomorrow. We've got the boys together. We're going to be talking about today's fixtures and obviously the blockbuster, Arsenal versus Man United. I can see a win there. Welcome, everyone. How's it going?
How's it, Ryan? What's up, my guys? How you doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Nice to have you on the show, Dimitri. Are you excited?
Proper excited, but we can keep it nice and short today because we know Arsenal's going to win, so there's not too much to discuss. So you don't start. You see that right there? That's a clip. That's going to go onto a clip.
I agree.
He's far too confident that Arsenal are going to do something tomorrow.
He's coming in with confidence from the get-go. That's what we want to see. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So let's chat about this weekend's results so far.
Some unexpected results today. Chelsea going 1-0 against Nottingham Forest at home.
You see,
I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be gelling there. What do you guys think?
Boy, Anthony Elanga with the winner. Back. We breathe any talent. You know what I mean? So anyway, keep going.
What do you reckon, Dimz? What do you think about Chelsea? Another local London team.
Shit team. They obviously they didn't have the best season last year. We know they got a strong squad. I think they're going to have a decent season. Probably finish above United, but
not hard.
I think they. I don't think it's going to be a straightforward season for them, but I think they'll do better than last year. And yeah, I mean, we say that. What was it today? Ended 1-0.
Last Forest, yeah.
I mean, Forest are also, they're the side that the bogey side you got to look out for. They can throw surprises in.
Yeah, I agree. You can't underestimate there. They've got some good young talent, good coach as well. Chelsea struggling for points at the moment. Let's see what happens in the next game week. Then we had Sheffield United against Everton, 2-2 draw. Everton seems to be struggling this season. What are your thoughts?
Everton are in so much trouble. Like, they survived last season on the very last day. The season before that, they survived on the very last day. They are playing with fire, like avoiding relegation 2 years in a row, and they haven't strengthened, to a whole another level. They haven't improved themselves. That they're definitely going to be able to compete with the teams above them or in that mix. So I fear for them. I think they'll definitely be in the mix for relegation this season.
I think this season.
Yeah, they'll definitely be in a relegation battle, and yeah, it's not good. They've been in the Premier League for so many years. I think they have the record the longest time. Then Arsenal next. So we'll see how it goes. But I fear for them. I think they may be playing championship football next season at this rate. And yeah, it's sad to see because in theory, and in all fairness, they're the real team from Liverpool. They're the only ones that matter, guys. So
the blue side.
Everton are, the proud scars and say, it's a pity.
Yeah, it's a pity that the only team in Liverpool, which is blue, apart from Liverpool, aren't doing very well. But on the other hand, the blue team in Manchester, that's the only team in Manchester we should actually be talking about, right? The champions. Treble winners.
You remember in the last episode you said that when United win 6 Champions Leagues, I must come talk to you.
Yes.
So I told you, when you can win 20 Premier Leagues, come talk to me. When
Hopefully this is the season.
They can come talk to me. You know what I mean? They're Mickey Mouse, man. Don't worry about City. Anyway.
It's only a matter of time.
How many Premier Leagues have you won in the last 10 years versus City?
They're in a little bit of a groove right now. I'll give it to them. Whatever. All good. No jokes aside, City is the team to beat. We all know that. Right
For
now,
sure.
these guys gave it a decent attempt last year, and of course crumbled like a lovely, warm, humble pie.
Last year was just the audition. This year we're taking it for sure.
Oh,
Fighting talks. I like that.
you know, last week when you were saying, "Come on, you Gunners." Listen, man, we're watching the game today. City in Fulham. Old Holland scores. He starts celebrating. I'm like, oh, so Ray's an undercover gunner. Dimz is an undercover City fan.
FPL points, right? FPL points. You know what I'm talking about.
I just need to clarify something, Mark. You're getting this all wrong. I'm Liverpool, and every other team that beats Me United.
Any other team.
Any other team that beats Man United.
Actually, right. You know what? First Arsenal, then Liverpool, then any other team that beats United. I'm with you.
I like the philosophy, Dimz. I like it. So back to City. Hey, 5-1. Holland banging in a hat-trick and getting an assist.
Danger. He's back into the machine that he turns into when he steps on the pitch. Last week was probably just a little shake and a go, and he's back, and now he's dangerous again.
Oh, he was confident. Last week he missed a penalty. This week he slotted it with ease. So he seems to be in his groove.
Yeah, even you said Dimz, you absolutely banged that.
Smash it.
But I mean, especially for what he costs on fantasy, I think that's the expectation.
You better be putting those goals away.
Yeah.
I saw the statistics on fantasy. There was like 80% of owners had him as captain this week. So good points on fantasy this week for everyone.
Yeah,
Most people.
The problem is everyone scored there, like you said. So
Exactly. So yeah, it's unfortunately they didn't keep a clean sheet for themselves, and especially for Premier League owners. You know, if they have any defenders. But good results. Good going into they're on top of the log at the moment. Going into the international break. So let's see how things pan out tomorrow. Lastly, Brighton versus Newcastle. Man, Mark, we've spoken about Brighton a couple of times and how good they've been. What do you think about this result against a very good Newcastle team? Obviously, Newcastle was away. Were you surprised?
very surprised because Newcastle, as you know, I think are a quality side, and they should have done a little bit against you Scousers, but you know, guys, they thank you lucky stars, and somehow turned the game on its head. But yeah, they Newcastle a great side, so to see them get spanked like that, and that Ferguson, you couldn't have had a better day. He had a rebound, and you know, deflection came off Shaw's leg, bang back of the net.
Straight for him.
But good for him. I'm happy he's a new, young, and up-and-coming striker that the league needs, and we want to watch for the future. As we've complimented Brighton many times in the past on this podcast, don't have enough good things to say about Preservi. What a manager. Finds these cheap guys around the world that, you know, he's got an amazing scouting department, and good for them for finding these guys, and he just slots them right in, and they all do so well for him. He's got a great playing style, and very impressed. So they will be, I think, the Newcastle of last year. They'll be that this year, and they'll be the one to watch, trying to keep into the top four. However, they are playing European football, so you've got to watch out for that. That may
That will sway the manager's starting lineups. Obviously, going through all the competitions, you can't play the same 11 each time. So every time you need to change your team, you know, it changes the balance as well. So it will be interesting to see how the season pans out for them as well.
Exactly. What do you think, Vince?
Yeah, I think they got a bit unfortunate last week. You know, top result for you, Ray, but to be, you know, leading the game with you guys having 10 men down, I think they got really unlucky, quite unlucky with losing it, not even drawing it. And then today as well, getting smashed. I mean, they pulled one back right at the end, which that really helped our FPL teams.
No, not at all.
But yeah, I think Newcastle need to be taking advantage of the season right now, because when Champions League comes through, it's going to be a different ball game. Excuse the pun.
Yeah.
So on to the big one.
So, boys, how are we feeling for tomorrow? Big game coming up, eh?
We know the result already, right? You know that already. You and me are going to be on this podcast tomorrow.
I'm hoping, Dimz, that it'll be a very good day for us to celebrate and a very cuck day for Mark.
Easy day at work.
So, Dimz,
It's going to be a very tough game for you guys.
that will be a tough game. For sure.
Playing with the Emirates, which we do have to put out, which I'm sure Dimz will dive into shortly. We do struggle at the Emirates of late, so hey, there's always the time to turn that around and change that stat. As always said, records are meant to be broken. Not that they have any sort of decent record against us, but of late they've smacked us at the Emirates, which
At the Emirates for sure, they've got a good record.
Last year they beat us in that last second kick by Eddie. So yeah, let's hope that we change that around this year and either at least minimum take the draw. But I have to go and say we can do it if we play the right style, the right tactics, the right personnel on the pitch. Anything's possible, and I got to say, come on, United, let's go.
Mark, you know, it's positive to see that you got a little bit of hope, knowing what you're going into. It is football; anything can happen. I predicted a win for Arsenal at the beginning of the series when we went out and discussed the first 5 games. So for me, it's a win for Arsenal. Your original prediction was a draw. Dimz, let's hear from you. Let's hear your starting lineup for Arsenal and what's your prediction for the game.
I reckon a 3-1 win. Definitely. I'm feeling really confident on that. United haven't been on top of their game lately. Typical United last week getting that late pen and pulling through as usual. But we won't accept nonsense like that at the Emirates. So we'll put them right back in place.
Yeah, for sure. Let's look forward to it.
Yeah,
so what do you reckon your starting lineups will be?
So I think I have a sneaky feeling we might see a little surprising goal tomorrow. I feel we might see Raya's debut. I could be wrong, but Ramsdale didn't have the best performance last week, and I think Arteta's standards are quite high. I think that's probably part of the reason why Raya came in. You got to earn your spot there. And look, I won't take it away from Ramsdale. I think he's a fantastic keeper. He had a good season last year. All keepers do slip up from time to time. However, last week wasn't the best game from him, especially, conceding in the first minute of the game to Fulham.
Yeah.
So, Raya might get a shot up front tomorrow. And, I'm sure he's going to want to definitely prove himself. But who knows? Maybe Arteta's saving him for Champions League.
Give us a prediction
Of what?
Arsenal United.
Said already, 3-1. You guys are getting smashed. Smashed.
Your starting lineup, you've said Raya. You want to finish off your team there, Dimz?
He's mad and he went to beat himself.
So, our record is 99 wins for you, 86 wins for us.
Standard. That's United against every team.
All right.
That's too good.
So it's not a huge difference, but we're gaining ground on you. The last few years, you can't touch the mighty Arsenal. So
Not at home. Not at home anyway. United's away record is terrible.
Listen, the last time I saw them live at the Emirates, it was a 3-1 win.
Jesse Lingard dance floor.
Something like that. I think it was in 2018 it was, or something like that. Pogba got a red card, and United only had a few shots on target. We had 33 shots on target, and De Gea was just Spider-Man on the day,
Yeah.
33 with Sanchez, smashing him left, right, centre. The soak was all over the show. But, yeah, tomorrow easy, 3-1 win, and then Brighton to spanking the following game,
Brad actually set the record that day for the most saves in the game. Yeah, he was on fire that day. We didn't deserve to come away from the Emirates with the 3 points that day because they were all over us. But you cannot put the ball in the back of the net. These things happen. I felt exactly the same in the FA Cup, United versus Arsenal. What is that? Early 2000s. And we were all over them like a rash. Same thing. We didn't score, went to penalties, we lost on penalties, and they won the FA Cup. I know the feeling. This is what happens. If you don't put the ball in the back of the net, sorry, you don't win the game. That's football.
That's football. Sometimes you can play the best. You can be caught on the counter, concede, gain some confidence in the game, and then build from there.
For sure.
Yeah, I think formation-wise, we're probably going to go with a 4-3-3 tomorrow. Gabriel and Saliba in the back.
Slavia.
Salavia, yeah. I'd like to see, I think, Zinchenko starts left back.
Good player.
Hopefully he's fully fit to be playing in that position. Ben White on the right. Midfield, we have Declan Rice. I think he's playing holding that position really well. Especially with that game we had against, I think, West Ham, and when we went down to 10 men, he was phenomenal. So Rice in the midfield. Nice to see maybe Partey in the mix as well.
Two CDMs, eh? You need them against us.
Why not?
Don't blame me. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'll also be scared of playing two CDMs.
Maybe Odegaard in the midfield, and have Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka up front.
Yeah, the front line sort of picks itself, eh?
Yeah.
So you would keep Vieira in over Partey?
They're different players.
No, I know.
Different types of players.
I know, but then you're going to have a really attacking top of the midfield with Vieira and Odegaard.
It will be interesting if Arteta goes with a double pivot with the two defensive midfielders.
I think he will. He's at home. I think he's going to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Being at home with all that attacking flair. Exactly.
Yeah, I think Dimz is spot on there. They'll go for it then, and they'll probably play Rice, Odegaard, and Vieira instead of Partey. But let's see. Just gets a good 11, a strong 11.
That's a strong 11 for sure. Yeah, let's see if he goes with a 4-4-3 for Man United game. But yeah, looking forward to it. How about you, Mark? What are your predictions for your lineup?
Right, I'm just going to add to that. I reckon it's going to be Saka, Nelly, and Jesus all giving us a goal tomorrow. One of
confidence, Dimz. You haven't given us goal scorers. I like it.
Sorry, God.
Actually, you know what? I'll take that back. Genuine prediction. Saka, Odegaard, and Nelly. 1 goal each.
And you're going to concede one, you said, eh? 3-1.
Yeah,
who's going to score for United?
We a generous club, we don't want our visitors to, that's it. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Who's going to score for United?
You guys are probably going to get a penalty, so.
Hernandez.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, starting 11. It's going to be Onana. Naturally, we'll have 1B on the right. We'll have Lindelof in place of Varane, I believe. Martinez and Diogo Dalot as left back. Midfield will be tried and tested. Casemiro, Eriksen, and Bruno. Mounts out an injury. I don't know if Amrabat's ready to just walk right in.
No.
So likely see him on the bench. And then Rash on the left. I'm probably going to say that Anthony will start on the right, even though I might prefer Sancho right now. Start on the right. Anthony's work rate, I think, is a little higher than Sancho's, so we will need that away from home. And then I believe I watched Ten Hag's press conference, and from what I could understand, is that he will start Hoyland tomorrow. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that will be interesting.
That's a hell of a day, hell of a debut at the Emirates. Like, geez, Good luck to you, youngster.
Straight in Salabia's pocket.
We'll see. So it's going to be a hell of a game. I can't wait to be there. It's going to be pretty interesting being sitting with the home fans with this guy and his home crowd. I'm going to have to.
But I just can't wait to see this one with a mouthful of teeth. When you're like, come on, what a goal!
Yeah, he's going to be undercover. He can't exactly celebrate if anything
Not quite
happens.
looking like it. It's going to be the consolation goal in like the 82nd minute. I'm just going to smile at him like, well, yeah, I'm glad you scored your consolation.
Just remember,
running right through.
Just remember, tomorrow your life is in my hands, all right?
Literally.
I'll be outnumbered to a whole new level there.
That's for sure. You got to be on your best behavior. So, Mark, I've got a question for you. You got an honest starting for your first team tomorrow, but yet he's on your bench for your fantasy. Can you explain that?
Yes. Well, I picked Turner, right? Forest player, playing Chelsea. I had a feeling that it's Chelsea, so I did the right thing. You got 5 points for me today. So we'll see what happens with Nana. I did think we will concede regardless, so likely I'm not going to get the clean sheet, whereas Turner got that, so I might have made the right choice after all. We'll have to wait and see. So yes, he was on the bench for me this game week, just because Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, Barty, Jesus, it's we all know it's a dangerous front line they have, and we are likely to concede.
Understatement.
But doesn't mean we won't win the game. However, my first prediction was a draw before the season started, so I guess I'll stick with
the draw.
For now.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. So, boys, your fantasy Premier League teams, I see you both got Arsenal and Man United players, and they're both starting. Is it because your bench is too weak, or you actually have faith in these players? I see you got Rashford and Fernandes, Saka and Odegaard.
Like I said, we'll give one to them. So probably it's going to be Fernandes. And then Saka will get a goal and a clean sheet. Odegaard will put one in. Maybe 2 clean sheets. Sorry. I'm slipping on my words here. Saka will get a goal and assist. Odegaard, I think, will probably get a goal and maybe 2 assists. And then I'd love to actually get no points for Fernandes and Rashers, but you'd rather get a clean sheet with Salabia,
Salabia.
But yeah, Ray, we'll see, man. What do you reckon? I know you've gone with the win. What sort of scoreline are you thinking?
Stop there before he answers. 2, never think very clearly. So you asking you for a prediction or for an outcome makes sense because you both live on another planet when it comes to actual reality.
Right.
So
This is the same.
Your thing. Let's listen.
So, Mark knows that he's outnumbered right now, Dimz, so that's why he's lashing out.
100%.
But if
Well,
we talk...
And then the City fan. So yes, I'm very
You see, your memory fades you. It's Liverpool and any team that beats Man United. When are you going to get it right?
Liverpool, then Arsenal, then any team that plays against
Yeah, tomorrow's Arsenal for sure.
Liverpool and any team that beat United, right? Liverpool, Arsenal, then any team that beat United.
So yeah, for me, I've predicted in one of our first podcasts that Arsenal will have the win against Man United at home. If we look at the stats, Arsenal have won the last 4 games at home against United. So, statistically wise speaking, I think Arsenal have got the upper hand. Arteta's got them playing great football. It's great to watch as an outsider, to watch a good game of football, which I believe it will be a good game of football. I just think that Arsenal will have a little bit more firepower than Man United tomorrow. And I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for tomorrow for Arsenal.
Goal scorers?
Goal scorers, I reckon Saka and possibly Odegaard. Man United, I might go for Fernandes, because they always get penalties for free these days.
Gents, I'm sorry about these two. They live on another planet. Don't worry about them.
And let's hear your score, Mark.
So my score originally, I call this a score draw, so likely a 1-1 or a 2-2. But I do believe we can nick it. Then we can nick it 2-1. That's
it's always good to go back and review these videos where you're going back on your word and making yourself look stupid. So, yeah, let's review it afterwards.
It's out there for the world to see. It's all good, but watch this space. Watch this space.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, guys. So everyone that is new to our channel, this is something that we're looking into do in the future. Getting some of our mates on the show as a guest on the show so that we can analyze the game week. And obviously, tomorrow is an exception. The boys will be at the stadium. Dimz will have high energy going to his home ground. Mark sneaking in like a little cockroach with his Man United shirt under another shirt. Not able to celebrate if United do anything. It's going to be a tough day for you, my cuz. If you guys do score, I don't know how you're going to not be able to celebrate because I know how you are. You're explosive. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough day out for you. Yeah, implode before he explodes. So, yeah, boys, looking forward to the live blog from the stadium. The heat is turning up. It's going to be a great game. We can't wait for it. It's going to be exciting. All the fans that obviously are not Arsenal and Man United supporters tuning in for a great game of football. Can't wait. You boys ready and excited for tomorrow?
Cannot wait. I've been back to London in 11 or 12 years. So being back in London town is amazing, especially for the big occasion. Having to watch United in London. Whenever United come to London, it's the biggest day of their calendar year. They might not want to admit that, but that's the bottom line. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. We have to sneak in with Dimz, sit with the home fans. That's pretty rough in itself, sitting with all the delusional Arsenal fans. But it's going to be great. It's going to be good. Yeah, I cannot wait. It's
right. Let's get serious here now. Stop the comedy. We're going to get serious here. Do you know genuinely how terrible it feels to know that someone's traveled all this way to see their team get
spanked? Money well spent, my cuz.
Look, it's all about the experience, right? That's. I mean, I haven't been to the Emirates since 2012. I haven't been to London. That was the last time I was in London. And I haven't watched United since 2009. So it's going to be awesome.
No, it's going to be fantastic to see you guys.
We've got to hope that we show up and bang a few goals. We'll keep them quiet.
Right, a few now.
Yeah. I think what we should do is you boys need to do a pub crawl, and as the day goes, Mark's score predictions and goals will change completely. Dimz, you'll get him singing Arsenal songs. What do you reckon by the end of the day?
100%.
You've already been rehearsing the one for tomorrow. We won the league at Old Trafford. We won the league at Old Trafford. We won the league at the Shuttle. We won the league at Old Trafford. Don't edit that.
I told him I'll never forget that game. I was Sylvain Wiltord scoring, I think, the second goal to put the game beyond us. And it was rough. But we did get our revenge, and we made them give us the to edit this out. The one of honor, the guard of honor. So we made them give us the guard of honor as we won the title the game before we went to the Emirates, and they stood there, gave us the guard of honor.
No comparison.
As we walked through, and the worst thing was we had just taken their best player, Van Persie, and they had to sit there and clap the dude that just left them only 9 months before that.
Well done, won the title.
You left us and you went to win the title. Congratulations. And you just walked there, chest out. That's right. I'm with the biggest team in the world. And he just Awesome. So yeah, we did it out there.
Oh, brilliant. So, boys, big game tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. You boys got anything special planned? You're going to do some pub crawling and then hit the game?
What's the game?
Probably gonna start the day early. Watch Liverpool win.
Yes, boys. Get in. Get in.
I know it was going to Liverpool Arsenal Alliance. What is this all about?
Only when it's against you lot.
Only, yeah, exactly. When Man United's involved, we come together.
Yeah, probably. Be close to the stadium, watch a bit of the game. Give shit to a few Man United fans.
Great day out.
Bit of singing and dancing, cheering. We got some very good old classic songs, especially for Man United. So,
Do any of those start with 6-1 to United or 8-2 to United? Any of those songs there?
oh, come on, man. Question for family show, man. Why's he got to go there? When you leave at Old Trafford, I don't know what's worse.
It's a big achievement. I know. You're playing the biggest team in the world. I get it.
A lot of pain in that room right now. Well, everybody that's new to our channel, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow it's going to be explosive, massive game with our Mark and Dimz. Dimz, thanks for joining us on the show again, for being our first guest of honor. We enjoyed having you and your perspective on football. And for the game tomorrow, cheers. We all need a drink to that.
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. Really appreciate it. If you like the content, please comment, like, and subscribe. Share it with your friends, and we'll continue to bring you the best content out there.
Come on, the Arsenal!
Come on, the Arsenal. Get inside. Let's go, Arsenal.
Let's go.